Kool TV proudly presents Raceland Rams Baseball as the Kool Sports Network brings you coverage of the Rams live from Raceland, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for the pregame show. Raceland Rams Baseball live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening once again from Raceland Worthington High School at Rams Stadium as we are ready to conclude last night's 63rd District contest between Greenup and Raceland that got halted in the bottom of the 6th inning with nobody out in a 7-7 ball game. Good evening, everyone. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here tonight as we will resume where we stopped after we got some heavy lightning overhead that took care of things for a quick moment. And that did not allow us to return to any form or fashion of baseball. What that also does is it also makes all of the pitchers that were there have to come out of the game, so we have to get new pitchers that are on the bump. So for Greenup, they're going to turn to Cam Underwood. So Underwood will move from first. I need the pitcher on the screen, please. I'm running with a rookie crew, guys, so bear with me tonight. This was not an expectation of a game tonight, so we've got some people out, so I'm running shorthanded. So Cam Underwood is making his 8th appearance without a record. A 2.33 ERA, 6 innings of work, 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 runs. 2 of those have been earned. He'll get Gunnar Smith, who will be in the box on a 2-2 count with nobody on base. How this game got to where we were, Raceland plated 2 runs in the first inning, off of a solo shot from Caden Short. Then Greenup County plated 3 in the third, took a 3-2 lead. Raceland answered with 5 in the third, making it a 7-3 lead for the Rams. Then Greenup County comes back and plays 4 in the fourth. All of a sudden after that, both teams started getting some guys out in a pretty quick fashion. We cruised through the 5th. Greenup County went quietly in the 6th. And then the thunderstorms finally hit and took us out of being able to continue where we were. So that's how we've gotten to where we are. We've got a new home plate umpire. Bill Heberlin will take over behind the dish now. Jeff Atkins is still in the field. Kyler Robinson has moved to left field. Gavin Roy is now playing first base. Logan and Johnson, center and right. Howard, Gammon, Hatfield, and Alexander, third to first behind the dish. All right, so Gunnar Smith steps in. Smith will inherit a 2-2 count. That pitch misses away for a ball, and this game has resumed. We were at 2 hours and 16 minutes when we paused. And at 5:46, we're back underway. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase a pitch out of the zone, and there's one down in the inning.
Now batting for the Rams, the first baseman, number 23, Caden Shore.
So back to the top of the order we go, and Caden Shore Shore in the ball game, 2 for 2 today. A home run, 2 runs driven in, a walk. First pitch misses downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Now, Parker Eisen was the man who was on the bump for the Rams when they finished the 6th. If Raceland took the lead and won, he would be in line for the win. If not, it'll be whoever goes after this for the Rams, as it's going to be Landon Bloss that's going to take the bump in the 7th. Shore ahead 2-0. One down here in the 6th inning of this resumption of yesterday's district game. That was a called strike, 2-1. Right-hander back to work. That one gets away from him. It's 3-ball and 1 strike count. Both teams have struggled with the free passes, Raceland especially. 5 walks, 2 hit batters. Greenup County gave up 5 walks in their half of the innings. Here's the 3-1 to Shore. And this one's rocketed out to center field, but right at the center field, Logan. That one's over top of his head, and that one's up against the wall and over top of the batter's eye for a ground rule double. So Shore smokes a ground rule double out of here.
For the Rams, the pitcher, number 20, Landon Bloss.
So his 3rd hit of the ball game. And that'll bring in Landon Bloss. Bloss 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout yesterday. So the go-ahead run out at second base. Breaking ball upstairs. Again, Raceland trying to go 6-0 in district play. Greenup County needs this to stay in the hunt for the 2 seed, with Lewis County and Russell playing their final game tonight up in Vanceburg. That one hits him in the back. So 2 on.
Now batting for the Rams, the left fielder, number 15, Connor Thacker.
And now Connor Thacker comes in. Thacker 0 for 2 with a walk in the ball game. A pop out and a ground out in his other 2 at-bats. Grand opportunity here for the Rams. With 1 out and 2 on here in the 6th to jump on this and take the lead. And Thacker smashes this one to right. It's going to hammer off the face of the wall. Shore's going to make the turn. He's coming from third. Thacker's heading out towards second base. The throw gets loose. It goes all the way to the backstop. Underwood was there to back it up, but it's going to be an RBI double for Connor Thacker, and the Rams have the lead. It's 8-7. Thacker nearly got out of here for his 4th home run of the season, but his first hit of the night is a big one as Raceland takes the lead here in the 6th.
Now batting for the Rams, the catcher, number 14, Eli Lind.
So it brings in Eli Lind. And they're going to put him on. So they're going to intentionally walk him to load the bases. And that's going to bring in Brigham Davidson. We'll get a courtesy runner for Lind as Bryden Bush will come on to run.
The third baseman, number 12, Brigham Davidson.
So Davidson now at shortstop. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. So bases juiced, corners in, middle back. Rams lead at 8-7 here in the 6th. Hard hit ball into right, and that one's going to tumble in for a base hit. One run's going to score. They're going to hold everybody there. It's going to be an RBI single for Davidson, and it's 9-7.
Now batting for the Rams, the shortstop, number 2, Parker Eisen.
So Parker Eisen comes in now. Eisen 1 for 2 in the ball game. Infield in now this time for the Musketeers, trying to play at the plate. And this one's in the turf for a ball 1-0. Any ball in the infield is coming to the plate. This is Eisen's job, is just try to get one over top the drawn-in infield. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One ball, one strike to Eisen, who is now in line for the victory in this ball game. He was the last man on the bump for the Rams last night when the game got paused. 1-1. Breaking ball runs down and away, 2-1. The Musketeers are going to be trapped in the bottom half of their order, 7, 8, and 9 when they come up in the visiting 7th, needing at least 2 runs. Raceland trying to get more, as the bats have exploded here in the 6th. That one kicks away from the catcher. They start to come down the line. Everybody held up except for the man out at second base. Bush had to go scurrying back toward the bag as it didn't kick quite away enough from Alexander to allow Thacker to try to score. So now Cam Underwood has got to come to Eisen here in a 3-1 count with the bases juiced. No. 3-1 pitch, downstairs ball 4, and it's 10-7. So Eisen picks up his second RBI of the game, his second walk of the game, and we get a visit to the mound as Steve Logan is headed to the bump. He's going to take the ball from Mr. Underwood. We're going to get a call to the bullpen and a pitching change. We'll break it down when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone Epic Stuffed Crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
New pitcher in the ballgame for the Musketeers is Brody Howard, making his 6th appearance, a 1-0 record with a 1.17 ERA. 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 9 walks, 4 runs, only 1 of those have been earned. He's going to inherit the bases juiced and only 1 out here in the inning. Raceland has already plated 3 here in this inning and looking for more. So Bush over at first base or third base, running for Eli Lind. Davidson out at second, Ison at first, and into the plate will be the second baseman of Michael Pennington. Pennington 2 for 3 today, a double, an RBI, 1 strikeout. Infield's going to stay drawn in for the Musketeers. Roy moves from first to third. Underwood goes back over to first base. This one's laced foul down the first base side and out of play. Pennington has been hitting the ball rather well as of late, and he would love to lace another one into a gap and clear the bases here for the Rams. Breaking ball down and away, count evens at 1-1. As I said, we had to go to the reserves tonight. Felicia Collier is our executive producer, God help us. I've got Gracie Higginbotham taking care of our camera duties down on the field level, making her first appearance in baseball. That one's upstairs. My normal guys that I had headed to Vanceburg tonight was the game last night was Jeff Irwin and his wife Rachel, their daughter having their 18th birthday, so they couldn't make it. The guy who was supposed to call the game, he's out of town to celebrate his wedding anniversary, so we are bare bones tonight. But, hey, we'll get it through here. And here's a little blooper that falls down into left center field. That's going to play to pair. It's going to be a 2 RBI single for Pennington, and the Rams extend the lead. It's 12-7. Again, that's what you're taught to do. Just hit it to where somebody's not, and where that infield drawn in, that's exactly what he was able to do. So a 3-for-4 outing for him with 3 RBIs, and now Cade Coldiron steps in looking for his first hit, and he's got 2 strikeouts to his credit. He hammers this one foul on the first base side, or third base side, excuse me. Coldiron 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. Rams with 5 runs here in the 6th. And blown this game wide open now, 12-7. Breaking ball in there, called strike. 0-2. Gunnar Smith, who started this half of the inning, is in the on-deck circle as the 9th batter of the inning comes to the plate for the Rams. Off the end of the bat, drifting toward the line and right. Johnson chasing it down. He drops the ball. Had it in his glove, and it kicks out. Everybody's going to be safe on the Musketeers' error. And the Rams have the bases juiced again.
Now batting for the Rams, the center fielder, number 1, Gunnar Smith.
Johnson tracked it down in the corner, but he couldn't squeeze it, and it kicks out of his glove. So now Gunnar Smith back to the plate for his second at-bat in the inning. 1 for 3, struck out his first time through this inning. The base is juiced, infield back in, and that one hits him.
Now batting for the Rams, the first baseman, number 23, Caden Shore.
So now Caden Shore comes up, and with one swing of the bat, he could end this game right here in the 6th. If he could yell Yahtzee with a long ball, this game would be over with a run rule. That was the pitch to do it on, and he looks it in for a called strike. Shore smoked one to straightaway center field that hopped over top the batter's eye out there for a ground rule double. 3 for 3 today. Looking for another big cut. Count evens at 1-1. It was a 7-7 ball game when we resumed this contest. And the Rams have absolutely turned up the heat. Shore goes after that one and comes up empty. 1-2. So Musketeers will have plenty of work to do in the 7th. They've got to get out of this jam here first in the 6th and stop the bleeding. Shore lifts this one up in the infield. That's an infield fly rule, so the batter is out. Catch will be made by Gammon. There's 2 down in the inning.
Now batting for the Rams, the pitcher, number 20, Landon Bloss.
So Landon Bloss comes in. Bloss 0 for 2. Walk hit by a pitch his last time through, also has a strikeout. Infield able to set back normal now with 2 outs in the inning. And the first pitch misses high for a ball. Connor Thacker would go next if the inning continues. Bases covered in Rams here in the home 6th. And it's 2-0 to Bloss. Bloss is going to the bump in the top of the 7th inning. So I'd imagine Davidson will move over and play third. Ison will go back to short. And it's 3 balls and no strikes to the sophomore. Howard back to work. That one's right down Broadway. A called strike 3-1. Downstairs, ball 4. Another run comes to the plate for the Rams and makes it 14-7.
The left fielder, number 15, Connor Thacker.
Needs to go to the exposure. We got a courtesy runner for Bloss as Caden Smith will come on to run. So Cold Iron over at third. He reached on an error. No, that's what I say. He can't actually enter the game because at that point he has not pitched yet. So at the moment, he is still considered a third baseman. He will be the pitcher in the 7th, but he is not officially the pitcher yet. Parker Ison is. That's the conversation they're having at home plate. So that's the reasoning for the conversation. And I was wondering about that one. And when they came down, it was like he is going to be the pitcher, but he has not officially taken that position yet. So at the moment, he is still considered a third baseman. All right, so Connor Thacker comes in. Thacker 1 for 3, whiffs at that one and comes up empty. He doubled to right his last time up and nearly got one out of here. Count evens at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hard hit ball over to first. Underwood will field. He'll step on the bag. Our camera person lost the ball, and the inning is over. But the Rams take the lead with a 7-run 6. They lead at 14-7. 6th inning is finished. We go to the 7th when we return after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every epic stuffed crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella, because no one stuffs the crust like Papa John's.
Give me 1 second here, folks. I've got about 16 irons in the fire right now. All right, top of the 7th inning we go. 14-7, Raceland blows it up in the 6th inning. 7, 8, and 9 this inning due up. It'll be Alexander, Underwood, and Robinson. And the new pitcher on the bump for the Rams is the sophomore right-hander of Landon Bloss. Making his 9th appearance on the season and with a 1-2 record, a 1.40 ERA. 20 innings of work, 15 hits, 11 walks, 20 strikeouts. 8 runs, 4 of those have been earned. My camera operator was given one job today: don't lose the ball. And she said after we got to the break, said, this is harder than it looks. Yeah, no kidding, but, you've got a baseball field that's, the size you could land a small commercial aircraft in it, and the ball's hit to the right side, and her camera goes left. That's okay. God love her. She's trying. It's, All right, here we go. Colin Alexander 0 for 2 climbs in. Bloss trying to anchor it down and give the Rams a clean sweep through 63rd District action. And the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Alexander 0 for 2. 2 runs driven in with a walk. Had a hard hit ball to shore. That one misses wide for a ball, 2-0. Beautiful evening for baseball this Wednesday night. A little sticky out, though. Very little wind to speak of. Saw the temperatures again dip back up in the 80s as count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. 81 degrees currently is what we're sitting at on the old thermometer here in Ramland. Bloss kicks and deals a 3-0. Right down Broadway at the knees, a called strike, 3-1. Alexander, Underwood, and Robinson, the 3 that'll go here. 7 runs in the 6 for the Rams to take the 14-7 lead. Gets him to golf swing at that one, and it's a 3-2 count. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside corner, called strike 3. Take a look at it on the Ice and Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Spotted the corner right where Mr. Lynn wanted it. Went down here in the 7th. So in comes Cam Underwood. Underwood 1 for 2 with a run driven in with a walk as well. That one's in there for a called strike. The 0-1. Nice pitch on the breaking ball that tumbles in there at the knees. 0-2. Bloss standing high on the bump. The sophomore back into his motion. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 2 down here in the 7th. And now it's up to Kyler Robinson, the left fielder. Robinson 1 for 3 today with a double. Actually 1 for 3 yesterday. 1 for 3 in this game, I should say. Here's a chopper back up the middle. Ison ranging behind the bag. Fields it and did not get him. I don't know where the camera was. I'm sorry, folks. Tell her don't zoom in. Please do not zoom in anymore. Do not zoom in anymore. So that'll take us back to the top of the order, and Sawyer Hatfield. An infield single goes through there It's the 10th hit of the ball game for the Musketeers. Hatfield 0 for 3 in the contest. Two and 0. Casey Gammon would go next if the inning continues, which would continue the ball game. If not, it's a win for the Rams, and they're 6-0 in district play. 2-0 pitch at the belt, 2-1. Three balls and a strike. It's something that's haunted Raceland in this game. 5 free passes with 2 hit batters. Again, you get a 2-out walk, and you just give the team life. You're just trying to roll it back into their meat of their order, and he does so. 5-pitch walk puts the runner aboard. There's 2 on with 2 out, and Casey Gammon coming in. Gammon 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. 333 hitter on the year. He lofts this one out to center field. Gunnar Smith has a beat on. He'll make a catch, and that's your ball game. Final score, 14-7. Post-game show when we return after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website, or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Final score in this one, Raceland wins at 14-7. Here's how it went down. The Rams took the lead in the first inning. They pushed across 2 runs, one of those on a Caden Shore solo home run. Then they got another run across on a Greenup County error. They led it 2-0 after 1. Both teams scoreless through the second. Greenup County pushes 3 runs across in the third, takes a 3-2 lead. But the Rams answered with 5 in the third and made it 7-3. That's when they felt like they had it in control, and then Greenup rushes out, pushes up 4 runs in the 4th inning, and evens the game at 7. That's when the defense is anchored down. The pitching got much better, and we stayed scoreless through the 5th as it stayed at a 7-7 ball game. Greenup County went in order in the 6th. We got 4 pitches into the at-bat of Gunnar Smith in the home 6th inning, and that's when Mother Nature took over and halted the game, in which we had to pause and come back tonight to finish it. And when the Rams came back, they provided the thunder and lightning of their own from last night's thunderstorms with a 7-run 6th inning. Caden Shore hits a ground rule double over straightaway center field. Connor Thacker comes across with a 2 RBI double. The Rams send 10 batters to the plate that inning, and they push the lead out to 7, and they hold it at that spot for a 14-7 victory here over the Musketeers. So the Rams go to 6-0 in district play. Greenup County's at 3-3, awaiting to see what happens tonight with Russell and Lewis. A Russell victory over Lewis up in Vanceburg will also have Russell at 3-3, which would then revert to the RPI, and Russell is a higher RPI than Greenup County, which then should lock them in as the 2 seed, which would be the home team when those two teams play coming up in that third week of May. We'll take a final break. We'll come back for our box scores and final numbers when we wrap things up after this here on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Back here at Raceland, final score 14-7. Rams win this one. Here's your final numbers for Greenup County. Brody Howard leads the way. He was 3 for 4 with 2 runs driven in. Gavin Roy and Colin Robinson turn in 2-hit efforts as well. Roy drives in a pair of runs. Colin Alexander 0 for 3, but he also was credited with 2 runs driven in. Robinson, the lone extra base hit for the Musketeers. He had a double and one of his 2 hits in the contest. Raceland was led by 2 guys that go 3 for 4 at the plate. Caden Shore from the top of the order had 2 extra base hits, a long ball in his first at-bat, a ground rule double in his last at-bat, his next to last at-bat. He ended up batting twice in the inning, in which he then had a ground rule double in his last time through. It was the only time he was recorded in an out this ball game. Drove in 2 runs. Michael Pennington from the bottom of the order, 3 for 4 with 3 runs driven in. Nobody else with multi-hit efforts in the ballgame, but multi-base hits came for Parker Ison, Eli Lynn, Michael Pennington, Connor Thacker, and Caden Shore, all with doubles in the win. So pitching looks like this. Gavin Roy goes 2 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, struck out 3, walked 5. Robinson goes 2 1/3 inning, 2 hits, no runs, struck out 3, did not walk a batter. He had to hand the ball off to Underwood, who goes 1/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 6 runs, all earned, struck out 1, walked 2. He'll take the loss. Brody Howard finishes out the final 2/3 of an inning with 1 hit, 1 run unearned, and walked a batter. Final numbers for the Rams. Connor Thacker goes 2 1/3 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, struck out 2, walked 2. Briar Parsons works an inning and 1/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, struck out none, walked 2. Parker Ison throws 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, He struck out 2 and walked 1. And then finishing things out was Landon Bloss in the 7th. Eisen will pick up the victory in the relief effort after the Rams get the lead there in the 6th. Final numbers look like this. For Greenup County, 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They leave 10 runners on base. Raceland, 14 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They leave 7 runners on base. Well, actual game time took us 2 hours and 44 minutes. Actual time, nearly 24 hours to decide this one. And at the end, the Rams are unbeaten in 63rd District seeding play, and they'll be the number 1 overall seed in the upcoming district tournament coming up in 3 weeks right here in Ramland. Big hat tip to my crew last night. Trey Collier, Philip Roark, and Jacob Hankins that was in working some color with me. And then Felicia Collier and Gracie Higginbotham taking care of things here to wrap things up tonight. That's it for us here from Ramland. Again, final score, 14-7. Raceland wins it over Greenup County. For Felicia Collier, Trey Collier, Jacob Hankins, Gracie Higginbotham, and Philip Roark. This is James Collier saying so long and have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams baseball broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Raceland Rams baseball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.